Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Eddie, and I'm back with another episode of Doki Doki Blue Skies. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm actually recording this literally right after finishing the last upload, so I know it's probably been like 3 or 4 days since you last saw my video, but for me this is literally right after finishing Doki Doki. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Oh. No intro. Your toes, deliver them. Oh, is this because I'm on the Sayori route? Yeah. And look. Is this because I've hit Act 2, or is this because I'm on the Sayori route? Or both? I don't know what's going on, but like the music is new. Seriously, who designed the freaking OST for this game? Like, they're genius. Funny thing, I can't snap. Okay, whatever. And we heard the alarm last episode, but as the sound of my alarm makes its unwelcoming presence in my bedroom, I can't help but wonder. Do I even need an education? I could totally just become a video game streamer. That's pretty funny. Reluctantly, I sit up and stretch. I just hope I don't run into any of those pricks who ruined our festival. That's a sign that you're gonna run into those pricks who ruined the festival. Hope they aren't giving any of the club members any flack. I seriously hope there's an option to smack that guy in the face. Especially Sayori. At least Sakurai is cool. Cool, but where did that come from? Surprising, Sayori's already there by the time I arrive. Good morning! I give her a mockingly suspicious look. You know, for someone who sleeps in a lot, you sure are chipper in the mornings. Oh yeah, that's kind of facts. Yeah, what? You're super cheery in the morning for someone who sleeps in. Well, oh yeah, wait, isn't this from the original game? She's not actually a deep sleeper. Like late sleeper, she just can't find a reason to get out of bed. That was from the original game, so. Hey, am I not allowed to be happy? Of course you are, Sayori. Ready for another super exciting and not totally boring day at school? Ready as I'll ever be. How about you? It could be good worse, I guess. I'm enjoying history a lot, actually. Sakurai is a really good teacher. Hold on, guys. For those not caught up with the story, this is Act 2, and of the story. Make sure to check out all my other videos, by the way. You know, or else you won't be able to understand what's going on. I'm enjoying history a lot, actually. Sakurai is a really good teacher. I've always really enjoyed history, too. When I was really little, I always used to enjoy science. Like, that was my favorite subject, and then as I got older, it became history. I'm quite interested in the Romans, World War I, World War II, and a bit of Korean history. You know. Those are my favorite areas to study. Oh yeah, I remember you saying. Pretty lucky to have him, aren't we? Definitely. I don't know anyone could top Makoto last year, but Sakurai suddenly managed to put that. Okay, so it does seem they've decided to put this in Japan. I seriously should have used my Korean name. You know, that way it was just like the thematically Asian, you know? What do you mean? History? I used to really enjoy science when I was little. And then I got older and realized it was all about writing reports and stuff. I used to be really bad at math, but as I got older, I'm actually not that bad at it now. I still don't, like, enjoy it, but, like, I'm not completely awful at it now, so. And, you know, I'm proud of that for what it's worth. Nope. I didn't think so. You're always better than me when it came to more creative subjects, so seriously, I feel a lot more connected to Sayori than the MC, honestly, in this. Guess we covered each other's weaknesses, huh? That's what couples are about. Oopsies, did I just say that? You sure did. Sayori, you look so adorable. I love that smile. I love this sprite, just this face. I must protect this face. I must protect this girl. I remember we used to doodle on each other's work, too. You even handed in... What? You even handed in that science homework once and you didn't even realize I'd drawn a bunch of animals all over it. Aww. Oh, God. Yeah, it's kind of facts. Planets. God, I loved 3rd grade science. Because it's all about astronomy and, like, learning about the planets and stuff. I love space. And, although my history, or my specialty is more in history and, like movie stories these days, I can't say I'm completely literary either, because most of my focus is on, like, movies and stuff, which... movies and video games, and it's just not as broad as, you know, other places. Probably because I like things with a story to them, like a linear story. Well, not necessarily linear, but, you know, like a clear-cut story. I like things with a clear-cut story. History is one of those subjects. It's got a clear-cut story to it. Alright, it doesn't really have... History doesn't have, like, the crazy symbolism that, like, movies and video games have, which is a downside, but still, you know? But yeah, I always loved science. Science, or 3rd grade science, because that was when we learned about the solar system. Why isn't astronomy one of the core subjects, huh? Seriously. Astronomy. Astronomy sounds so freaking awesome. The Uranus joke. She's truly a child at heart. I feel like a child at heart too, guys. I don't think I don't feel like an adult. I'm supposed to be 18, though. Sari, ... Yes. I must protect this girl. Oh my god. This girl is so cute. Normally, my taste in girls is more like the shy, quiet type, because that's who I like, but girls like Sayori, that's like really similar to me. I like those sorts of people too. Why am I suddenly talking about my taste in girls? This is awkward, moving on. Anyways, I'll catch you at lunchtime. See ya! Oh, we're gonna run with that dick. School scene greets me. Yeah, I know how that feels. You know, can I be honest with you? I almost miss that atmosphere now. Because I'm out of high school now, and, well, I never went to an Asian high school, so I never had this, I just think that Asian high schools look better, you know? Like, just the way it looks so clean, it looks so nice. And for some reason, it looks so homey. Like, it feels like a home, almost. Like, you just feel so safe and enclosed, and it just feels like a warm place. It's not like like American high schools, which they feel so shoddy and just run down. It's unfamiliar. It feels kind of scary, honestly. Well, not scary, but... I mean, I guess some American high schools can look pretty nice. That's beside the point. I'm out of high school now. The last few months of it was due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which is still going on right now as of the moment I'm filming this video. So I never got to experience those last moments. And we also never got to go to prom, which sucks. Right. Ah, Edward. Yes, we get to see Mr. Cool's teacher again. By the way, was this I feel like this sprite is actually based on one of the sprites for MC. Hold on, guys. You know, I can't find it. I tried looking online for it, but at one point, people tried to create a bunch of sprites for MC, and one of them was like the Chad MC sprite. If I find it, I'll eventually paste it in here, but yeah, I feel like Sakurai is based on the Chad, like the very manly MC sprite, because the original MC sprite was kind of boring, not gonna lie. It kind of makes him look like a virgin. So they eventually made another sprite for him, which makes him look like a complete awesome Chad, and that's the one I say was probably used for Mr. Sakurai. The one that's most accepted by the DDLC community right now as MC is it's somewhere in between. It's not like completely awesome like Sakurai, the Sakurai one, the Chad MC, because you know that was a little too manly for MC's rather bland personality, but it's not completely pathetic to the point where he looks like a freaking kid, you know? Hi, Edward. Good morning. How's your weekend? Morning, sir. Not bad, not bad. Haven't woken up that early on a Saturday for a while, so I figured I'd make the most of it. Would you believe me if I spent it enjoying the outdoors and getting homework done? There's a mischievous twinkle in Sakurai's eyes as he answered, Why, Edward, of course I would. After all, given your impeccable history with handing in homework on time, I'd be hard-pressed not to. I'm pretty guilty of that sometimes, honestly. Mr. Sakurai seems like such an awesome teacher. I was shy at him. I mean, he's not real, but, you know, he's checked the clock hanging on the wall. It's almost time to start, and a few minutes stragglers hurriedly make their way in. Most people here at this point. Sakurai sitting by his desk. A desk, a pen between his fingers, and a thoughtful look on his face. Actually, my old high school, the teachers were pretty chill, though, most of them, so I guess I couldn't ask for much. Emmy, there you are. Shh. Ah, Emmy. Yes, sir. How's the member of the school's track team the slowest one? She doesn't have an inner blazer either. Huh. Light chuckles fill the room. It's always amusing to witness. Well, I'm not technically late, am I? Shiori, oh, you're in the classroom too. And neither of you have blazer, and you're wearing a tie. Wait. Yeah, whatever. She does have a point, sir. You see, even the class rep is on my side. Come on, Shiori, what happened to respecting authority? Buddy, this Sakurai guy sounds awesome. Seriously. I'm not the one who makes the rules, sir. Oh yes, the classic, I don't even know if this is just Japanese. Anime. The classic anime bell. I don't know if they still use that in Japan. I mean, I don't know if they ever did. They probably do. But I've never been there before, so. I saw Korean school next to one of the buildings yeah, I went to Korea over the summer in 2014 to visit my grandparents, and the bell there sounded... It had a similar tune, but it wasn't done like with electronic instruments. It was done by I mean, it was electronic and it was broadcast, but it was done with like a... it's hard to explain. Damn, look at that neck. Cutting it pretty close. Now that everyone is here, let's get started. Ooh! First World War. Oh, buddy, that is literally one of my favorite... World War I is literally one of my favorite wars to study. It's facts. 1914! World War I really is an awesome time period to learn about. It's also good to learn it through video games. I'm kidding. Y'all should play Verdun, though. That's a really good game. Lunchtime! Woo! You're looking a bit livelier. Seriously, these honestly do make some really nice backgrounds. Like, desktop wallpapers and stuff. Sakurai has that effect on us. Ah, that's my favorite war to study. It is. Yeah, rest in peace to all the soldiers that died. It's facts. Physics. Woo! Oh, in the morning. That's a big oof. That's so unfair. I heard that at our school there's this teacher, he's really cool. I'm not going to say his name for privacy reasons, but he's a physics teacher. I heard he's really awesome. I didn't have him personally, but yeah, everyone loved that guy. Sleeping isn't a subject, though. Ha! Got him. Hey! I like Japanese too, you know? Okay, so I suppose they really have just decided to go with the Japanese school. That would make Monica like an immigrant, right? Like, not native, or maybe she is native born. Seriously, it's always been my headcanon that Monica's been German. I mean, Japan and German, like, mixing those two, like, what could possibly go wrong, right? History, even stuff like English. Okay, so whenever I hear English, I just think of, like, literature and poetry and that sort of stuff. Because I learned in an American high school, but I must remember that English is like a foreign language here. I personally really like the creative subjects too, but, what do you call it? Can I tell you something, guys, though? You know the so-called creative subjects aren't necessarily creative subjects, right? Just saying. Like, everyone believes it's always the most artistic students that will, like, do best in, like, the literature and, like, the literary and, like, those sorts of genres, but that's actually not true, and maybe the game makes a mistake of, falling for that too, but just because you're creative doesn't mean you're going to be good at history, okay? Or, like, you know. And to be fair, math and, like, science do require a fair bit of creativity in from some certain points of view as well, so it's not completely fair to say that they're not creative subjects. They just require a bit of logic. So, in a sense, the smartest people realize that there's really no difference between, like, the sciences and the arts. Like Leonardo da Vinci. Really intelligent people. You know? So yeah, anyways. Airplane. I've always really liked fighter jets. They're so awesome. The F-14 was unfairly cancelled. Yeah. Plus, I don't think I'll ever need to work out of the area of a triangle in real life. You'd be surprised. I really hope not. It honestly depends on what kind of job you're going to, because if you're going to a job like engineering or like architecture, that's a creative subject. Believe it or not, architecture, you're going to need to work out things like triangles and areas pretty frequently. Here's the thing. School doesn't prepare you at living life. School teaches you how to make money, okay? They don't teach you how to get a job to make money. They just teach you how to function within a job. And here's the thing. School doesn't know what sort of job you're going to go for, okay? That's what colleges teach you. Schools, they don't know what a student's going to become. So they teach them every single possible subject. Like, and I suppose, like, in elements like history, there is just the element of you need to know our history, so you won't be a complete dumbass when you're older. But, like, you also, like, who knows, maybe this guy will become a historian. Maybe this guy will become an artist. Maybe this guy will become an engineer. Maybe this guy will become a doctor. If you're an engineer, you don't need to know literature. I mean, it's a nice thing to know, but you don't need to know about it. But the school doesn't know whether this person's going to be an engineer or a writer. And if you're a writer, you're probably not going to need too much math. Or, I mean, like, yeah, math is always a nice thing to know if you're a writer. For example, like, maybe coding, for example. Not coding, but code. There are some writers that just write completely stupid things about things like, you know, a lot of sci-fi writers. They have no sense of scale. It's even on TV tropes. Sci-fi writers have no sense of scale. But here's the thing. If a sci-fi writer can get a sense of scale because he's good at math, that's extra realism. That's good. And likewise, an engineer, sure, it's not part of your job, but if you want to have a culture discussion on politics, well, it helps to know a bit of history. But that's not what I'm talking about. Overall, you're probably not going to need to know too much history if you're an engineer, or too much math. Like, I'm making generalizations here. But as I said, schools, they don't know that. So, and since the school has to be standardized, they just implement a one-size-fits-all solution so that the school prepares a student for every single possibility that a student can take. So in other words, a school is not educating someone on, you know, for example, if Sayori just decides to become a writer when she's older, she's not going to need math, but schools don't know that. I mean, yes, they could have sent her to a specialized art school, but it's a lot more expensive to do that. And sizes are always changing. Maybe one year you'll have students that like art more, maybe one year you'll have students that like science more. It's always changing, and maybe there are some students who just want to learn both, even though their job's not going to require it. That's why a lot of people are like, oh, what do schools teach you anyway? But I think that's the wrong way of looking at it. And as much as I don't like, you know, I'm annoyed by a lot of school subjects, I agree with the school subjects being that they're pretty important, and, you know. Was anyone even listening to me? I really hope not. There's stuff that we... writing poems. Dog puppy eyes. Adorable Sayori could be. I need to hug this girl. I need to hug and protect this girl. Big blue eyes. Okay, I thought this took place in Japan, right? Are you mixed or something? Wait a minute, where is this coming from, eh? Yeah, no, definitely not your fault. Anyway, what's that you've got? Eh? Sayori, you mean this? It's a cinnamon bun! That's adorable, Sayori, because that's exactly what you are. Delicious. Sayori, I couldn't get a word of that. I think she said it's very delicious or something like that. But I'm guessing you're enjoying it. Ha ha ha. She loudly gulps down the sugary delight. Sorry. Yeah, it's so yummy. Do you want to try some? Sure. How soft and warm her hands are. You should hold it. Oh my god, premarital hand-holding. How lewd. Weird, warm feeling with it. Oh, it's attraction. It's love, my friend. Snap out of it! Pop it into my mouth and savor the sweet taste filling my taste buds. Mmm. Remind me to get some of my own. What are you eating for lunch? That's one way of getting me through a boring school day. I love this smile. This smile is the sweetest. Sayori looks so adorable when she's smiling like this. Oh my god, I need to protect this smile. Aw, lunch is over. I'll figure out where to save it later. Okay. So that was pretty fun. Ah, jeez. Okay, so that was a very regular school day. I'm surprised we didn't visit the literature club this time. I wonder why. But yeah, that is a lot of fun. As I said, I want to tell you all, I really enjoy making these videos. And I really want to make more, so it'd be great if you would like and subscribe. This mod is just amazing, okay? Seriously, do show some support for these guys. Like, seriously, these guys are really good at making mods. Like, I'm kind of, like, excited to see if there's anything more these guys are going to make soon. But, yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's it for now. I hope you all enjoyed that video, peeps. Remember to like and subscribe. And smash that bell. Because if you don't do those three, you'll have to go to school tomorrow, and it'll be super boring for you. That makes no sense whatsoever in the middle of the pandemic, but you know what? It really doesn't matter. Anyways, hope you liked it, guys. Sky's up, and you guys are awesome. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!